92.5 The Y. Uncensored content approaching. Kids, turn off your radios and go to bed. Yeah, right.
Yo, people, we landing. Welcome to the Blackout. We try to give you everything from a different perspective. It's your boy, Adrian Adonis. Okay, if you don't know, Blackout is the entertainment source for things of a different color. Let me give you my lovely introductions. I have beautiful lady Swagg in here. How you doing, baby? How you doing?
I'm good, just living.
And the sexy
That was
Miel Rey. And our in-studio guest,
PaPa Sak.
PaPa Sak in here with the Blackout crew this week. This week, our theme is domestic violence. What the ladies and I thought we would do is we would take it from another aspect. We're going to talk about the men and what happens in the lives of the men when something like this occurs. So why don't you rein that in, Lady Swagg, and put that interview out there like it's supposed to be.
First off, I know we've been talking a lot about how men beat on women, but there are also instances when women beat on men. I kind of wanted to highlight that because that's just as wrong as a man hitting on a woman. I wanted to bring in my good friend, PaPa Sak, world-renowned author and poet, so he can discuss his experiences with his ex-wife. How did you feel about that?
I rather enjoyed it. No, I'm joking. It was rough.
Are any of the things that we're saying here today, did they ring home to what you were saying? Was it a pattern? Did it start small?
Yeah, I seen signs I chose to ignore. You know, oh, she just being cute. I would walk into the house, all the lights would be out in the house. There would be like this foggy mist in the air. And is this song from Maxwell. I can't sing, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
So that
about.
would be playing and that would be on repeat. So I'd walk into the bathroom and she'd be laying in the tub crying, stinking drunk. Yeah, I would have to actually lift her out of the tub, dry her off, and put her to bed.
Can you identify some key things? I mean, not necessarily signs, but when that shift changed from just nice wife to tomorrow she may hit me.
I wanted to actually, in truth, I wanted to move in with her first. But she was super religious about particular things. She didn't want to, quote unquote, shack up. You know, I went on and married her so we can live together. And I come to find out after we lived together that on a day-to-day basis, she wasn't really happy.
Well, let's be real. Were you guys communicating? Because what is it? Lack of sex, financial, or communication are the three things that deteriorate relationships.
Yeah, I was communicating pretty good. She was too. I think it was a few insecurities. You know, to be quite honest, I think everyone goes into a relationship with a few insecurities.
Well, what would you say to other men out there who are either building toward a relationship like this or are currently in one? What should they do?
Walk away.
Walk away completely?
Yeah, walk away.
What happens if there are kids involved?
If there's children involved, then they really should walk away because the children are going to see that and it's going to set an example.
Is that what you did? Walked away?
I walked away. It took me a while to walk. That's why I know to walk away. I was in it for years, you know, not 5, almost 5. I should have walked away sooner. I knew 4 months into my marriage I had made a mistake. I said, I made a mistake with this woman here.
What was the most violent thing that she did do against you?
She would hit me with her fist in my face, you know, trying to be affectionate with her, and I caught her on a bad day.
At any given time, did you ever hit her back?
Eventually I did, actually. It took some years, but yeah. It's hard to be hit in the face by anybody. In fact, when I did finally hit her back, my mother actually cursed at me. That was the first time my mother actually cursed at me. She was upset behind that. My wife at the time, she called my mother. She failed to mention she had hit me first.
Here's another aspect. What about work? How was being domestically abused at home affecting your work?
Believe it or not, we actually worked at the same job. We worked different departments though. The issue that when we actually broke up, people at the job chose sides like children. What vindicated me was she started dating another guy.
Oh.
After we broke up.
At the job?
No, she started dating another guy and she showed up to work with a black eye. Actually, she had a patch over her eye. People that knew that we had broke up were like, she's dating somebody else.
She probably tried that on him and he said, oh,
exactly.
no.
Exactly.
He didn't respond like he responded. Yeah.
He didn't wait 3 or 4 years.
He waited 3 days.
Yeah, he didn't wait 3
3 minutes.
92.5 KYHY. Why? Because LA sucks.